I'm gonna be explaining my deck and why do I do the things that I do on my deck. And one of the reasons why I play the deck the way that I play is because I come from Magic, the Gathering, and I run 6 pre-combos, 11 characters, and 8 equipment. So I run the minimum of 25 cards. I don't like going over. I think going over is kind of pointless because you lose the percentage that you have to get the combo that you need. So I run most of my characters and equipment on 2, and there's 2 cards that I run 3 copies of. So I think that's a good ratio. I might go higher if it's necessary. So I'm gonna be talking about the equipments that I use, and one of the equipments that I use is Alamo Beer. I use this equipment as an offensive, as a defensive card. I like using Drunk Stand because it's really offensive and at the same time it's really defensive. The wall is pretty good. It has punch and it has crazed, so it's a really good card to play early on. The other card that I like to play it's Soda Bar Drunk. Soda Bar Drunk is a really good support card because it can boost the attack of one of my drunk cards, and it can also poison the enemy opponent. So if there's a wall in front of it, it can take an extra chunk if he doesn't have enough damage to go through the wall. Alamo cool. I could play this card, but I usually don't play because I don't have a lot of King of the Hill cards. I do have a lot of equipments of King of the Hill, but I don't have anything that really plays well with Alamo cool. So most of the times, I would rather play other combos rather than this. Bend the Bra is my last combo. The only thing that I don't like about Bend the Bra is that it doesn't have the drunk trait. It doesn't have any traits at all. So I think this is probably a bug in the game, or I don't know if they intended to do this, but I really find it really bad that Bender doesn't have a lot of combos to go with him. But he's really good because he can heal any card in the game. It doesn't have to be a specific show, and that's what makes him really good. I run 2 copies of Alamo. I run 2 copies of Bender. I run 3 copies of Bob because he's really good. I run 2 copies of Drunk Fry. This is one of the 6 pre combos. And the reason why I run 2 copies of Fry is because, well, he's really good at being able to shield some of my drunk cards. I run 1 copy of Drunk Peggy because she is a drunk pre-combo and it's a decent one. I wish I could have gotten another copy so I could have had a dual Drunk Peggy. I will probably keep that a long time. This is my switch. I run a copy of Fever Dreams. Flare Gun. Flare Gun is special because it's the same as Rifle. The only difference between Rifle and Flare Gun is that Rifle has a little bit higher base attack and less HP, and Flare Gun has more HP, so I will probably play Flare Gun if I see that there's a really aggressive card in front. If not, I will most likely play Rifle. And I still keep a copy of Flare Gun because the high HP kind of makes it worth it, especially when a lot of his combos have crazed. I really don't see a big difference on the base attack. They scale the attack really high, really quick, and the extra HP makes sure that some of the cards that I have play really well with it. The next combo that I have with Flare Gun or Rifle will be 300 Knife. 300 Knife and Paddling Peggy are my aggressive combos. And the reason why I really like Paddling Peggy is because it's a really high burst early on. And then 300 Knife, it's a really high burst. And a lot of cards, a lot of people are start playing some of the walls like Bend the Bra. And the next card that I'm going to be talking after this. And I think 300 Knife, it's still a little bit better because the jab makes sure that you can crazed. If you hit a wall and you don't do any damage, or if you hit a creature but it has a shield and you don't do any damage, you might not get I don't remember if it's with the wall or if it's with the shield. I do believe that it's with the shield, but if you hit something with the shield and you don't break the shield, you don't get crest points. I think for the wall you might still get crest points, but I don't remember that, so I won't deny or confirm that. Um, this card, Grill Cook, I really like it. I like the bump, and I like the way that she can heal Bob's Burgers, and I really like the way that she can combine with some of the cards that, for example, with 300 knife, she combines pretty well because she can heal 300 knife. 300 knife can cut through a wall, and then she can hit something in front and then splash the damage into the wall, so I can make sure that something dies, something that's really hard dies. Space time will be like the last thing that I will make with rifle or flare gun, and I will only make this if I need to maybe heal or my well, I can't really heal, but if I need to shield a stand from damage, and that'll be the only reason why I will play it, or if I need a cripple all for some reason, like if the opponent has a lot of walls, and maybe I just need to lower the damage so I can get through them. So that'll be the only reason why I will play it. The next card that I have is Golden Third. Golden Third is really special because it's a support card. I use it with Stan to make a Stan Grill. It gives motivate, so I can motivate two cards, and the motivate is pretty decent. I believe it's 6 at this point, and the life steal makes it really hard for it to die, especially because its base damage is really high, so it can go through walls for the most part. The next combos that I have is SWAT Bob, Blueberry Delivery Girl. SWAT Bob, I'm gonna talk first, and the reason why I play that is because it's Bender Bro, but it's a little bit better than Bender Bro because the base wall and the base heal is a little bit higher. So it can get really out of control the amount of heals that this deck can give, and the amount of shields and the amount of support and synergy that the cards have between each other. So I think this is something that people should look into it. If you are thinking of making maybe a deck that has to do with athletics or disguise, or if you already have a deck that has disguise, you want to run this kind of decks that they kind of support each other and they make each other strong. Blueberry Delivery Girl is really nice too because she can heal any Bob's Burger creature. Has a high cripple. A high cripple is really high with this, really good with this deck because with the amount of walls that I have running around, and the high cripple can counter a little bit of the craze if there's any craze creatures at the front. The life still makes sure that it can survive some hits, so it can heal itself. So it's a little bit more defensive than the Grill Cook, while the Grill Cook's a little bit more offensive. And the last card that I want to talk about is Bender Orphanarium. And the only reason I will play this is because it's it's support on the steroids. It just heals and shields anything, any kind of card. So I really like it because it can play on any deck, and it also it's a really high shield and heal. So nothing more to talk about. It's a little bit easier to get killed than Bendabro or Swatbo, but still it's really good combo. And since I'm running a lot of cards that can heal each other, and I don't really have a lot of issues with not being so defensive. This combo is kind of special. I only play with one card, and the only card that I play with is with Bob. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Why would you do that?" And the only reason why it's because sort of like my premium combo, and it's my premium combo because it has a high heal on combo, so that's really good. It can sustain itself just by comboing with other creatures. Not only that, but with all the amounts of heals that I have running around, it can also get healed by a SWAT Bob or anything like that. And if I wanted to heal a lot of my drone cards with SWAT Bob or any of the Bender combos, I will need to make a lot of combos to do that. Instead, I can play Drunk on Absinthe and it can heal any drunk car in the field. So that's one of the reasons why I play it, because well, it's really good. And I think that's all. Rifle is the same thing as flare gun. So rifle and flare gun were the same thing. Doesn't have anything special. And then this is the rest of the deck. So I run two Tinas. I run two stands. I run shot claws. Shot claws is just to it's pretty useful. I like it. S and Peter, I might switch this out. I might switch shots class out. I'm still not sure what to put in there. Rifle, two rifles, two Peggies. I might switch one of the Peggies out because I can only play Peggy with rifle and flare gun. But since I'm running three copies, I'm still running some of the calculations. Sometimes Peggy stays on my hand and just stays there, but it doesn't really ruin the hand. And a late game battling Peggy, it's okay. One Maltese Liquor, two Golden Tour, one Flare Gun, Fever Dreams, Drunk Peggy, two Drunk Fries, three Bobs, two Vendors, and two Alamos. And in the next video, I'm gonna be showing how the deck works and how everything works together and how they synergize with each other. So hopefully you watch that, and I hope you like my deck. If you have any suggestions or anything that you want to ask, feel free to ask. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.